Hi everyone, this is Lianne Kim from Think Big Consulting. I hope you're doing well. As many of you know, I'm a sales strategist and a business coach, and I've had quite the week. If you haven't seen, I write a weekly blog, and this week, or last Thursday, my blog was all about how I hit six figures my first year in business. So first off, this was a challenging topic for me to even write, let alone put out there. And that is because I struggle with what a lot of you struggle with, which is just, what are they gonna think? What will people say? How does this make me look? I really battled with this for a long time, but at the end of the day, I had to stop the voices in my head telling me no, and I had to remember what my mission is. And my mission is to help, for the most part, to help women make more money and feel fantastic about it. And so based on that, I wrote the blog, I put the blog out there, and the response has been phenomenal. So if you have seen the blog and shared your feedback with me, I just want to say thank you. If you haven't, I will link to it in the comments later so that you can go and check out that blog. But the big part of the blog for me was not just saying I did it, which is important, but talking a lot about the backstory behind it. That originally my target was a lot lower than six figures, and I struggled with that. Could I do it? I won't be able to do it. That back and forth, that tennis match that I talk about in my workshops and blogs a lot, that we all suffer from that, right? Like the feeling of, yes, I can do it. Oh, no, I can't. Yes, I can. So I talk about that. And then most importantly, what I really wanted to talk about is this idea that if I can do this, you can do this. If anyone can do it, then you can do it. And so I really wanted to break down the how I made that happen, because a lot of my clients and even just, people who follow me on my blog and social media, they're very big on the how, and I get that. But sometimes we have to kind of trust that it can happen without worrying so much about the how it's going to happen. That's sort of that law of attraction, leaving things up to the universe part of what I do, which, believe it or not, there is some validity to that. But in this blog, I do break down step by step the things that I did to make it happen. And I had to think back on it because a lot of it was early on. Like, for example, one of the things was I decided. Eventually I just decided that I was going to do it. And that alone is very scary for a lot of people. It was scary for me, but that had a huge impact on my success. And there were other things like, I did some daily visualization around the number that I wanted to see at the end of the year, and just put the focus on that number again and again. Every day I knew what number I was working towards, and eventually I did hit it, and I had to increase it. I talk about things like surrounding myself by the right people, quality people who want to see you succeed. I can't stress this enough. It's one of the reasons why I started Mamas & Co. It's one of the reasons why I believe in coaching, is that we need a team of people who are going to lift us higher and support us no matter what, and that can help us achieve our vision. So if you haven't checked out the blog, go and do it. But today, I really wanted to talk to you about taking a moment for yourself. This is a very busy time of year. A lot of us have family obligations. We have work things that we're trying to wrap up. But I really want to encourage you to just take a minute and breathe. Grab a cup of coffee, get your favorite journal or notepad and pen. Just sit with your thoughts for a moment. And I want you to think about, what were my biggest successes of 2017? Maybe it was a number that you were trying to achieve. Maybe it was a new strategy that you implemented that really had an impact on your business. Maybe it was being able to reach and help more people. But think about that for yourself. What were the top 2 or 3 biggest wins of 2017 for you? And then I want you to pause, and I want you to do what I normally help people do, or coaches will help people do, is how did you make that happen? We so rarely ask ourselves that question because we're so busy doing. And sometimes we say, well, I don't know how I made it happen, but you do know. So pause, think about what the successes were, and then ask yourself, how did I make that happen? See if you can come up with 3 or 4 or 5 things that you did to help you along to that road to success. right? Was it surrounding yourself with the right people? Was it staying focused? Was it taking more time for you this year? Was it working with a coach or a consultant? What were the key elements to that success for you? And I promise you, if you do this, you'll give yourself some very important answers that you can use to carry forward in 2018. That really is the crux of what I wanted to share with you today. Is I do want you to, it's the holidays, obviously. I just decided to be a bit festive today and sit in front of the tree because I love it. I love my tree. It's the holidays, you're busy, there's loads of family and business stuff happening, and you're busy wrapping up. I'm sure it's hectic for you. But do yourself a favor and just carve out, 10, 15 minutes when you can. Acknowledge all of your successes from this past year, and think about how you went about achieving those things so that you can go ahead and continue your success into the next year. That's it for today, guys. And actually, that's it for this year. I'm going to be taking some time off over the next few weeks. You'll see me pop back up in January when my message is going to be big time all about improving your financial fitness in your business. But for now, I'm taking some time to just get still myself and spend some time with friends and family. And I hope you do the same. Love you. All the best, guys. Take care.